Hello guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sol and today I'm joined by the wonderful
Sepii.
I was waiting for you to introduce yourself.
What did you think I was going to introduce myself as? Do you think I was going to say Sepii? Do you think I was going to say Persianbunny?
So I call you Sepii, so I think other people will call you Sepii as well.
Yeah. By the way guys, it's Sepii with two I's. Sepii. And so many of my friends even write Seppi, like double P.
Or PPY, I've seen people do that as well.
And it's just Sepii with two I's.
Two eyes and both are hearts.
Cute.
Guys, so today we're in my room, and how nice is the light in my room?
The light in your room is actually really good. It bangs. It bangs.
It bangs. Oh. Who is that? Ricky Martin? Oh.
I don't think in the song he says it bangs, it bangs. I think you literally just made that. I'm like so... I think I was 2 when that song came out, but I'm so sure he doesn't say it bangs, it bangs.
So guys, as you've guessed from the title of this video, today Sepii and I share some tips and tricks on how you could increase your confidence, or at least appear more confident.
I think confidence is so important in every aspect of your life, not just one aspect of your life. So if you manage to not even perfect it, but to some extent manage to make it work better, like for you, and kind of have an idea of how to be confident to some extent, it will help you in all aspects of your life.
Definitely. I have read so many things. One of it was that for people who want to start dieting, they don't have the confidence to maybe when they go out to ask for the salad dressing on the side, you know, something tiny as that.
A lot of my friends tell me that when I tell them to come gym with me, they're like, oh my god, I love coming with you, because usually I'd be too shy to go to the weight section by myself. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, like I'm just too scared everyone's gonna be watching me thinking, what is she doing? And I'm like, realistically, and I guess this is one of the tips we shouldn't jump in, but realistically, everyone is so busy worrying about their own insecurities that they're not even going to wonder what you're doing.
No. And sometimes, like me personally, sometimes I look at someone and I think, good for you.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, and I could be there fully confident, you know.
Yeah.
But I look at someone and I think, I admire her. I wish I had as much confidence.
Who are some of the people who you admire in terms of confidence and self-esteem?
One of my idols is J-Lo.
Yeah, we were just talking about this at the breakfast table, actually.
J-Lo is so hardworking and so confident, and being a 50-year-old lady, to have the confidence to wear certain stuff, to attempt certain things, that's confidence. I like her. There's another one, is it Ashley Graham?
Oh yeah.
I really like her as well, like having the confidence to...
She's really like the one of the pioneers of plus size modelling.
She is, and she's brilliant.
And when I say plus size modelling, I mean outside of just the genre of plus size modelling and normalising plus size to just be modelling, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, inclusivity. So she's quite pioneer in that. Interesting.
What about yours?
People who I admire in terms of confidence. I think automatically it's funny, one of the like names that bumped into my head. And I don't even know a lot about her in general, but when I think of someone who I admire, Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama and Oprah, both from like backgrounds where like they literally had to...
Humble beginnings.
They had to work hard to get to where they are. They had to battle a lot of racism as well, I think. And I just think that they're so admirable that they've managed to do that all. And I think if they weren't confident, there's no way they'd be to where they are today. And Oprah literally like changed so many people's lives and taught self-esteem to so many people. Michelle Obama used her confidence and her self-esteem to establish herself as like genuinely like a woman to be taken seriously, like a proper FLOTUS, not Melania Trump vibe FLOTUS, no offense like to anyone who loves her, but like for me, like a proper
The
first
perfect
lady,
wife, the
as in
perfect mother. Just
she was
everything.
great in terms of politics as well. We're not going to get into it, but I just mean in terms of if anyone's wondering of people to look up to, I think Michelle Obama is definitely up there. I really want to read her autobiography, but I feel like I'm the kind of person when it comes to autobiographies that I'd rather watch a movie than read the book of an autobiography. I don't know why. I just think
I always end up trying to memorize facts. Oh, in 1949 he did this.
Yeah.
1949. As if I'm going to get quizzed on it, you know, as in, instead of just enjoying the book.
Yeah, you forget why you're reading it. Didn't you read Barack's autobiography?
The Audacity.
Did you read it before he became the president or when he became the president?
When he became a president.
Mm-hmm.
Audacity of how? I've forgotten it now.
Okay, so...
But yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously I didn't memorize that title. I'm a great believer of fake it to make it. When I mean confidence, I do not mean confidence to wear an outfit, to take a picture. I mean confidence to just speak up, speak your opinion, not to be intimidated to speak your opinion, not to be intimidated to go against the crowd, not to be intimidated to say no to something. Confidence for someone to ask you on a date, for you to go out, and then for you to respect your boundaries and not let those boundaries be pushed. That sort of confidence. The confidence to want to study as an adult, you know, or as a mature student and be willing to pursue it and have the confidence to pursue it.
Okay, so how do they get this confidence though?
One is, for me, is to have a very clear goal and not to let other people's opinions influence you.
Mm-hmm.
So know exactly what your goal is. My goal for this year was to complete a Max Facts year. So that was my goal. So that is my goal. And that is my light at the end of the tunnel. That is what keeps me going whenever I find it hard. So A, have a clear goal. B, don't let people put you off, because you're not going to please everyone. You're not. So please yourself, and if you can please others by pleasing yourself, then fantastic.
I think that's so important as well. A lot of people forget strangers, friends, this and that. A lot of people get into things because their parents pushed them to do it, because their siblings did the same thing, or because they were just unsure. And so that's why they question themselves when they're doing what they're doing and they're not confident in it. I think confidence comes from a place of security and having a goal identified, like Sol said, and making sure that's your goal and not someone else's, and it's driven by you and not by other people, you know?
One of the things that I think makes a big difference in someone who's confident and someone who isn't is having a good support system.
Definitely.
Having people who empower you. And that being friends, family. Not everyone is blessed with family who empower them. Not everyone has a nice circle of friends initially. You empower yourself, and then by doing so you will attract people that you want into that circle. But having people that empower you and to
good friends,
good friends.
People make you feel good.
And family, good family.
Mm-hmm.
So invest in people who empower you, and I've used that word so many times now, but people who make you feel confident, who enable you to do things. I think that's really vital. If you don't have that, keep investing in yourself until you can attract that.
That's so true. I think to juxtapose what Sol's about to say, I think I'll talk about some of the things that I think are important for confidence. I think the most important thing is independence. As harsh as this sounds, you're born alone, unless you're a twin or whatever, and you die alone. So it's just you, and you are the only person you need to rely on, and you need to remember that. In terms of anything in life, in terms of you being happy, it's you who tells yourself, hey, I'm happy right now. It's you who tells yourself, oh, I'm sad right now. It's you who tells yourself, oh, I should get up and go to the gym right now. Oh, I should make more of an effort at work right now. I should study harder at uni. It's all you. if you understand and truly appreciate that your whole life, everything that happens in your life is down to you and you alone, and you are the one who needs to put in the effort, work for it, and you're the one who needs to make it happen, then this independence will automatically attract confidence, because you won't care what the next person thinks, because the next person won't make it happen for you. If the next person is looking and you're like, oh, you're fat, why are you at the gym? Well, are you going to lose the weight for me, or am I going to lose the weight? No, it's me, so I don't care what your opinion is. If your teacher tells you, oh yeah, you can study physics at university, but you know, it's only the top students who get these grades and get in, and you're not really one of the top students. Are they the ones that are going to be sitting down studying every night and revising, or doing your past papers for you, or doing anything? No, it's all comes down to you. So independence and understanding that you are responsible for your own happiness, your own reaching your own goals, doing anything in your life comes down to you, will automatically make you more confident, because you know that the only person you can fall back on is you. Having a good support system, like Sol said, is really important to push yourself in the times where you feel like your confidence is dipping. And we all dip. But if you don't have a support system, it's not the be all and end all, in my opinion, at all, because ultimately, like I'm saying, it's all down to you anyway. Your support system can only support you. They cannot help you through.
I like that a lot.
I think also another thing that helped both of us and our whole family in terms of achieving anything and being confident that we're going to get anywhere is the fact that we use and harness our energy. Now, a lot of you guys might think, oh, energy, like, is this some sort of spiritual thing? It actually is some sort of spiritual thing to some extent. But again, it comes down to knowing the power of you and the power of yourself. And anything you put out there, anything at all, will come back to you.
Definitely.
Anything. If you sit and tell yourself, I'm not going to get that job,
you're not going to get it.
You're not going to get that job. If you sit there and tell yourself,
I'm going to be late.
I'm going to be late. You're late. And I've tested this theory for work. One time, I was so worried about being late for work because I had a bad dream that I was going to be late for work, that I left for work 40 minutes early instead of 20 minutes early. And I was 5 minutes late. As in, I literally left earlier and I was 5 minutes because I kept worrying about being late for work. Anything that you put out there, try it, test it, believe in it. You will see anything that you tell to the world.
Guys, it's addictive. It's so addictive once you get good at it.
Once you learn how strong your energy is and your power is, you'll see what you put out there comes back to you. So you could tell yourself, I'm ready to meet the one. I think it's time to meet the one, and I'm happy and I'm open and I'm ready in my life to meet the one. And just telling yourself that will bring that back into your life. And knowing and having faith in this and believing in this energy will also give you confidence. So yeah, definitely having an understanding of the use of positive energy and positive thinking will definitely get you so far in terms of your confidence. I think we've basically covered the main grounds of confidence in this video, of believing in yourself and your independence, having a good support system, having goals set out for yourself, and cutting out people who are not supporting you with your goals.
And who bring you down.
Yeah, cutting them out, and using your energy. And I think those are probably the most important points when it comes to being confident.
And if you don't have any of those, guys, it always comes back to this one thing. Fake it till you make it.
Literally.
Fake being confident. Keep telling yourselves you're confident, and you'll eventually believe it.
Definitely.
So keep repeating it.
Definitely. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Guys, if you've liked this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to more videos from me. And make sure you check out Sepii's video. We've just filmed something on Sepii's channel, which is a little more fun.
It's a bit more relationship dilemmas. So if you guys want to know, then tune in.
Okay, thank you for watching.
Bye.